Number 10. Arte. In the 16th century, the city of Florence booms with cultural and creative revival in celebration of the Renaissance. Arte, a delightful young lady from an aristocratic family, dreams of being an artist and contributing to the renewal of civilization. However, with her father's death, she ends up losing the only person who believed in her passion for art. Now she is expected to marry a nobleman and live as a refined housewife without disgracing her family name. Reluctant to accept her fate, the headstrong Arte steps into the streets in search of a master artisan to take her on as an apprentice. In her quest for a mentor, Arte has to face harsh reality when she is completely shunned for being a female artist. No one believes that women are capable of fine craftsmanship, and therefore none are willing to accept her. Luckily, a renowned artisan by the name of Leo is persuaded to take her as his disciple since he has none anyway. And thus, Arte's new life begins, far from the comfort of her noble upbringing. As an apprentice, she must earn her keep while tackling various challenges along the difficult path to becoming a full-fledged master artisan. Number 9. Seishun Buta Yaro wa Bunny Girl Senpai no Yume wo Minai. The rare and inexplicable puberty syndrome is thought of as a myth. It's a rare disease which only affects teenagers, and its symptoms are so supernatural that hardly anyone recognizes it as a legitimate occurrence. However, high school student Sakura Azusagawa knows from personal experience that it is very much real, and happens to be quite prevalent in his school. Mai Sakurajima is a third-year high school student who gained fame in her youth as a child actress, but recently halted her promising career for reasons unknown to the public. With an air of unapproachability, she is well known throughout the school, but none dare interact with her. That is, until Sakura sees her wandering the library in a bunny girl costume. Despite the getup, no one seems to notice her, and after confronting her, he realizes that she is another victim of puberty syndrome. As Sakura tries to help Mai through her predicament, his actions bring him into contact with more girls afflicted by the elusive disease. Number 8. Gosik. Kazuya Kujo is a foreign student at St. Marguerite Academy, a luxurious boarding school in the southern European country of Sevilla. Originally from Japan, his jet black hair and dark brown eyes cause his peers to shun him and give him the nickname Black Reaper, based on a popular urban legend about the traveler who brings death in the spring. On a day like any other, Kujo visits the school's extravagant library in search of ghost stories. However, his focus soon changes as he becomes curious about a golden strand of hair on the stairs. The steps lead him to a large garden and a beautiful doll-like girl known as Victorique de Blois, whose complex and imaginative foresight allows her to predict their futures, now intertwined. With more mysteries quickly developing, including the appearance of a ghost ship and an alchemist with the power of transmutation, Victorique and Kujo, bound by fate and their unique skills, have no choice but to rely on each other. Number 7. Kaguya-sama wa Kokurasetai, Tensai Tachi no Renai Zanosen. At the renowned Shuchin Academy, Miyuki Shirogane and Kaguya Shinomiya are the student body's top representatives. Ranked the top student in the nation and respected by peers and mentors alike, Miyuki serves as the student council president. Alongside him, the vice president Kaguya, eldest daughter of the wealthy Shinomiya family, excels in every field imaginable. They are the envy of the entire student body, regarded as the perfect couple. However, despite having both already developed feelings for the other, neither are willing to admit them. The first to confess loses, will be looked down upon, and will be considered the lesser. With their honor and pride at stake, Miyuki and Kaguya are both equally determined to be the one to emerge victorious on the battlefield of love. Number 6. Arakawa under the bridge. Ko Ichinomiya is the son of a wealthy businessman who holds a firm belief in his elite status. As such, he is determined to avoid becoming indebted to anyone. But one day, after a run-in with some mischievous kids on Arakawa Bridge, he ends up falling into the river running underneath. Luckily for him, a passerby is there to save him, but now he owes his life to this stranger. Angered by this, Ko insists on paying her back, but this may just be the worst deal the arrogant businessman has ever made. The stranger, a stoic, tracksuit-wearing homeless girl known only as Nino, lives in a cardboard box under the bridge and wants only one thing: to fall in love. Asking Ko to be her boyfriend, he has no choice but to accept, forcing him to move out of his comfortable home and start a new life under the bridge. Number 5. Akagami no Shirayuki Hime. Although her name means Snow White, Shirayuki is a cheerful, red-haired girl living in the country of Tanbaran who works diligently as an apothecary at a herbal shop. Her life changes drastically when she is noticed by the silly prince of Tanbaran, Prince Raji, who then tries to force her to become his concubine. Unwilling to give up her freedom, Shirayuki cuts her long red hair and escapes into the forest where she is rescued from Raji by Zen Wistalia, the second prince of a neighboring country, and his 2 aides. Hoping to repay her debt to the trio someday, Shirayuki sets her sights on pursuing a career as the court herbalist in Zen's country, Clarines. Akagami no Shirayuki Hime depicts Shirayuki's journey toward a new life at the royal palace of Clarines, as well as Zen's endeavor to become a prince worthy of his title. As loyal friendships are forged and deadly enemies formed, Shirayuki and Zen slowly learn to support each other as they walk their own paths. Number 4. Skip Beat. Bright, diligent, and yet naive 16-year-old Kyoko Mogami works hard to support the career and dreams of her childhood friend, crush, and rising pop icon Shotaro Fua. Toiling endlessly at burger joints and tea ceremonies, the innocent Kyoko remains unaware that day in and day out, all her tireless efforts have been taken for granted, until one day, she finds that her beloved show sees her as nothing but a free servant. Shocked, heartbroken, and enraged, she vows to take revenge on the rookie star by entering the ruthless world of entertainment herself. As she steps into this new life, Kyoko will face new challenges, as well as people who will push her out of her comfort zone. Based on the best-selling shoujo manga by Yoshiki Nakamura, Skip Beat showcases the growth of a young woman who slowly unlearns how to work herself to the bone for the satisfaction of others and takes her future into her own hands instead. Number 3. Hayate no Gotoku. According to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong, will go wrong. And truer words cannot describe the unfortunate life of the hard-working Hayate Ayasaki. Abandoned by his parents after accumulating a debt of over 150 million yen, he is sold off to the Yakuza, initiating his swift getaway from a future he does not want. On that fateful night, he runs into Nagi Sanzanin, a young girl whom he decides to try and kidnap to pay for his family's massive debt. Unfortunately, due to his kind-hearted nature and a string of misunderstandings, Nagi believes Hayate to be confessing his love to her. After saving her from real kidnappers, Hayate is hired as Nagi's personal butler, upon which she is revealed to be a member of one of the wealthiest families in Japan. Highly skilled, but cursed with the world's worst luck, Hayate gets straight to work serving his employer all the while trying to deal with the many misfortunes that befall him. From taking care of a mansion to fending off dangerous foes and even unintentionally wooing the hearts of the women around him, Hayate is in over his head in the butler comedy Hayate no Gotoku. Number 2. Beelzebub Jo no Okinimesu Mama. According to legend, Beelzebub, one of the 7 princes of hell, betrayed God and was banished from heaven for eternity. Beelzebub now leads the kingdom of Pandemonium, where all former angels roam and work every single day of their immortal lives. A devil like him would give people chills at the mere mention of his name, but what if Beelzebub is not as evil as initially thought? What if he was obsessed with fluffy things? And what if Beelzebub is actually a woman? That is what new assistant Murin discovers when he is hired to save Her Majesty Beelzebub. She may know exactly what to do to keep pandemonium running like clockwork, but whenever she leaves the professionalism of the office, the girl needs some assistance in order to function like a normal devil. As much as Murin can't stand being unprofessional, he is secretly obsessed with her adorable antics, and his new job teaches him that everything is not exactly what it seems, especially with the other head devils of pandemonium.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution.
Number 1. Oran Koko Host Club. Harui Fujioka is a bright scholarship candidate with no rank or title to speak of, a rare species at Oran Academy, an elite school for students of high pedigree. When she opens the door to music room number 3 hoping to find a quiet place to study, Harui unexpectedly stumbles upon the host club. Led by the princely Tamaki Suo, the club, whose other members include the Shadow King, Kyoya Utori, the mischievous Hitachin twins, Kaoru and Hikaru, the childlike Mitsukuni Haninozuka, also known as Honey, and his strong protector, Takashi Morinozuka, is where handsome boys with too much time on their hands entertain the girls in the academy. In a frantic attempt to remove herself from the hosts, Harui ends up breaking a vase worth 8 million yen and is forced into becoming the eccentric group's general errand boy to repay her enormous debt. However, thanks to her convincingly masculine appearance, her natural genial disposition towards girls, and fascinating commoner status, she is soon promoted to full-time male host. And before long, Harui is plunged into a glitzy whirlwind of elaborate cosplays, rich food, and exciting shenanigans that only the immensely wealthy host club can pull off.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.